Hello, learners. Hopefully, you all are enjoying your life. Today, we are going to discuss our new poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon, by Ogden Nash. Ogden Nash is remembered for his nonsense poetry. So, the story, is an unusual one. It is full of rhymical words like realio, tralio, ink and blink, etc. The rhyming scheme of this poem is AABB. The poem, written specially for children, in fact looks like a fairy tale. In the poem, we find a fantastical creature like Custard the dragon, as well as everyday creature like the cat, the dog, and the mouse. All these characters are personified. The poet uses the poetic devices like oxymoron, simile, and personifications and many more. Here, let me tell you summary of this poem in Hindi. So dear learners, The Tale of Custard the Dragon ऑगडन नैश के द्वारा लिखी हुई एक हास्य कविता है। बेलिंडा नाम की एक नवयुवती अपनी 4 पालतू जानवरों के साथ एक छोटे से घर में रहती थी। वे इंक, एक छोटा काले रंग का बिल्ली का बच्चा, ब्लिंक, एक छोटा ग्रे कलर का माउस चूहा, और मस्टर्ड, एक पीले रंग का कुत्ता, और कस्टर्ड, एक छोटा पालतू ड्रैगन। सो इंक, ब्लिंक और मस्टर्ड हमेशा अपनी बहादुरी की डींगे मारते रहते थे और कस्टर्ड का उसकी कायरता के लिए प्रायः मजाक उड़ाया जाता था। एक दिन डाकू बेलिंडा के घर में घुस जाता है और उसके दोनों हाथों में पिस्तौलें थीं। इंक, ब्लिंक और मस्टर्ड डर कर भाग जाते हैं और स्वयं को छुपा लेते हैं। कस्टर्ड बड़ी बहादुरों के साथ डाकुओं का सामना करता है और उसे मार देता है। बेलिंडा कस्टर्ड से बहुत अधिक खुश हो जाती है और उसे गले लगा लेती है। दूसरे जानवरों ने भी खुशी के मारे डांस करना शुरू कर दिया, लेकिन उसके शीघ्र बाद ही वे पुनः अपनी बहादुरी की शेखी मारने लगे और कहने लगे कि अगर हमें मौका मिलता तो हम इससे कितने गुना ज़्यादा बहादुरी दिखा सकते थे। फिर से उनकी बातों में बेलिंडा आ जाती है और अपना सारा प्यार इंक, ब्लिंक और मस्टर्ड को देने लगी और उसने कस्टर्ड को एक सुंदर सुरक्षित पिंजरे की मांग के साथ छोड़ दिया। Dear learners, you can see on the screen black kitten, ink, dragon, custard, grey mouse, blink. You can see Belinda also in the very beginning of the picture, and yellow dog is mustard. So these are the main characters of the poem. Let us start the recitation of the poem. Look at the first stanza. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a realio trulio little pet dragon. Now what is a wagon? A vehicle used for transporting goods or another specified purpose. Now what the poet says here? The poet says that once there was a little girl named Belinda. She lived in a little white house. She lived with some creatures who were her pets. They were black kitten, a grey mouse, a yellow dog, a little red wagon, and a creature that the poet says was really and truly a dragon. So my dear friends, कवि हमें यहाँ बताता है कि एक बेलिंडा नाम की लड़की थी जो कि एक वाइट हाउस में रहती थी और उसके साथ बहुत सारे पेट्स, उसके क्रीचर्स रहते थे। वो ब्लैक किटन थी, ग्रे माउस था, येलो डॉग था और उसके पास एक रेड कलर की वैगन भी थी और एक क्रीचर जो वास्तव में रियली ट्रूली ड्रैगन था। सो दिस वाज द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ योर फर्स्ट स्टैंजा। Now let's focus on the literary devices used in the first stanza. Rhyme scheme: A, B, B, house, mouse, wagon, dragon. The second one is repetition. Used of the word little is repeated. Oxymoron: use of two words with opposite meanings. Here, pet, dragon. On one side, the author is saying, the poet is saying pet, and on the other side, he is choosing dragon. So, dragon can't be pet, but here, pet dragon. So, it is oxymoron. Anaphora: repeated use of word at the start of two consecutive lines. And a little to and a realio. Fine, this is anaphora. So, these phrases are repeated. Refrain means repetition of a sentence again and again. And a realio, trulio. Fine, so this is use of refrain. Poetic license: in reality, there is no word realio and trulio, but here the poet is using poetic license. So, realio, trulio for real and true. The spellings have been changed to create musical effect. Now, I am coming to the second stanza. You can see on the screen, now the name of the little black kitten was Ink. And the little grey mouse, she called him Blink. And the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. But the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Now, what is mustard? A yellow colored powder. Coward means weakling, kamzor, kaya. Here the poet explains the name of all the animals that are tamed by Belinda. आप देख रहे हैं बेलिंडा ने जितने भी पालतू जानवर पाल रखे थे, यहाँ कवि उन सब के नाम बताता है. He says that the name of black kitten is Ink. You can see the black kitten was Ink. Black kitten Ink था. Grey mouse कौन था? Blink था. Yellow dog कौन था? Mustard था और वो बहुत sharp था. Fine. And so she calls him Mustard. And the next one is the dragon that was a coward, means a very weakling creature, was called Custard. उसको custard कहा जाता था. So my dear learners, this was the explanation of the second stanza. Now I am coming to the literary device used in this stanza. Look at the stanza again. You will find it. Rhyme scheme: A, B, B, ink, blank, mustard, custard. Simile: dog compared to mustard. Fine. And the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. It is very common that where there is used like and as to compare two things, that is called simile. And here also that you can see that as is used. Fine. So it is simile. Dog is compared to mustard. Fine. The next one is alliteration. Here alliteration: coward, and she called him Custard. So k sound is repeated 3 times in this line. Coward, called, custard, k sound. Fine. The next one is anaphora, and repeated use of word at the start of two consecutive lines. And the little grey and the little yellow. Fine. So and the little grey and the little yellow. Again and the little and the little. Fine. This is anaphora. Repetition use of little in this stanza. So it is repetition. So my dear learner, this was the second stanza. Okay, now third stanza. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on the top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and realio, trolio, daggers on his toes. So my dear learners, here the meanings of the difficult word: spikes, थिन पॉइंटेड सरफेस. आजकल फैशन हो गया स्पाइक्स रखने का. हाँ, तो थिन पॉइंटेड सरफेस होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्पाइक्स. स्केल्स, थिन बोनी प्लेट्स प्रोटेक्टिंग द स्किन ऑफ फिश एंड रेप्टाइल्स. अंडरनीथ, सिचुएटेड डायरेक्टली बिलो. fireplace, an outdoor structure of brick, stone or metal for an open fire. खुले में आपको याद होगा कि पुराने ज़माने में अंगीठी जलाया करते थे. फाइन. तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड fireplace. Dagger, a sharp knife जिसे हम खंजर भी कहते हैं. फाइन. नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द lines. The poet describes the dragon that it had sharp, big teeth and spikes on the top. This means that its skin was pointed on the top. The lower part, it had scales which were bony plates to protect the skin. his mouth has been compared to a fireplace because it is assumed that dragon can release fire from the mouth. Even his nose is compared to a chimney, which is used to pass out smoke. His feet are like a sharp knife dagger. So my dear, here the poet is describing dragon. हाँ, तो ड्रैगन के शार्प टीथ होते हैं, उसके टॉप पे स्पाइक्स होती हैं. इसका अर्थ है कि उसकी जो स्किन है ना वो पॉइंटेड होती है टॉप से, और लोअर पार्ट में उसकी बोनी प्लेट्स उसकी स्किन को प्रोटेक्ट करती हैं. उसका मुंह तो होता है बिल्कुल फायर प्लेस की तरह होता है, और उसके मुंह से कब आग रिलीज होए कुछ पता नहीं चलता. उसकी नाक को एक चिमनी से कंपेयर किया गया है जो कि स्मोक को पास आउट करती है, और उसके फीट जो है वो एक खंजर के समान तीखे नुकीले होते हैं. फाइन. सो दिस वाज द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द ड्रैगन इन दिस स्टैंजा, इन द थर्ड स्टैंजा. नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द literary devices used in the poem. Rhyme scheme again: A, B, teeth underneath, nose, toes. Simile. Fine. So simile, dragon's mouth is compared with fireplace. Mouth like a fireplace. So you can see it is directly can be seen that it is simile. Fine. Refrain, repetition of a sentence again and again. किसी भी वाक्य का जब बार बार इस्तेमाल किया जाता है तो उसको रेफ्रेन करते हैं. यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है? And realio, trulio. Fine. Metaphor, chimney for a nose. यहाँ पे चिमनी फॉर अ नोज जो है उसमें यानी कि द नोज इज़ लाइक अ चिमनी, नाक की तुलना चिमनी से की गई है, तो ये मेटाफर का इस्तेमाल है. सो माय डियर लर्नर्स, नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेंजा. नेक्स्ट इज बेलिंडा वॉज एज ब्रेव एज अ बैरल फुल ऑफ बियर्स and ink and blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Here the meanings of the difficult words are barrel, drum, chased, hunt या follow, पीछा करना, rage, anger. Now I am going to explain the lines in simple meaning. So now the poet explains the inner strength or the bravery of various character of the poem. यहाँ पे हमें कवि जो भी इस कविता के करेक्टर्स हैं उनकी स्ट्रेंथ और उनकी ब्रेवरी को एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. He says Belinda was as brave as a group of bear and ink and blink were so brave that they could hunt lions. तो बेलिंडा इतनी ब्रेव थी जैसे कि ग्रुप ऑफ बियर होता है, और इंक और ब्लिंक तो बहुत ही ब्रेव थे, वो किसी लाइन को भी हंट कर सकते थे. So here he has shown the bravery of the kitten and little mouse that could hunt even a lion. मतलब एक किटन और एक लिटिल माउस जो है इवन लायन को भी हंट कर सकते हैं. तो आप खुद देख रहे हैं कैसी फैंटेसी है. हाँ, कैन वी बिलीव ऑल दीज? But yes, of course, the poet is saying, so we would like to believe. Fine. So the dog was very brave, just like an angry tiger. इतना कुत्ता brave था जैसे कि एक angry tiger होता है. But to contrast of all of them was Custard. Then Custard द ड्रैगन वॉज नॉट ब्रेव. वो तो कायर दिखाया गया है, वो तो ब्रेव था ही नहीं. ही वॉज सो अफ्रेड ऑफ एवरीथिंग दैट ही ऑलवेज डैमेज्ड अ सेफ केज. हमेशा उसको एक सुरक्षित सी जगह की तलाश रहती थी. फाइन. सो दिस वॉज द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द स्टेंजा, फोर्थ स्टेंजा ऑफ दिस पोएम. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्क्राइब द लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस यूज्ड इन द पोएम. राइम स्कीम: AABB, beer, stairs, rage, cage. Fine. Alliteration: Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beer. तो ब sound is repeated here. ब sound यहाँ पे बार बार इस्तेमाल किया गया, तो ये alliteration device है. Simile means जब किसी के साथ तुलना की जाती है और like और as का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, तो यहाँ पे क्या है? Belinda's bravery is compared to that of a barrel full of beer. As a barrel full of beer. So it is very much obvious that if as is used, it means it is simile. So Mustard's bravery is also compared to that of an angry tiger. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage. Fine. So this is simile. Assonance: use of vowel sounds. Barrel, full of beer. Fine. So here vowel sound is repeated again and again. A sound. A vowel sound. How? Belinda was as brave as barrel full of beer. Belinda was as brave as barrel. Fine. You can see how many times I have recited a sound. So this is called assonance. I hope that you have understood fourth paragraph also. So my dear learners, this video is going to very big video, and I don't want to make you bored. In the next video I will continue the further next stanzas, and I will complete it also surely. Till then, goodbye, have a safe time, have a prosperous time, and if you have taken anything important from this video, then just subscribe the YouTube channel. Okay, goodbye, see you next time.